Hello, my name is Natalie Laura, and my presentation is on Common Sense Parenting. What is common sense parenting? Using your head as well as your heart to raise school-age children. The head means using logical, practical method of teaching your children. The heart means having unconditional love for your children. One without the other will not work. Why is it important? 1. The times you grew up in are different than the times the kids are living in. Internet and cell phones weren't as accessible and only a handful of stations existed. Now kids are saturated by all hours of the day. Make a conscious decision to plug in your kids' world. Find out what they are doing and playing with. Get to know their friends and monitor their access to social media and the internet. Research shows us the amount of trouble kids get into. So the less you talk at home, the more trouble they will get into. Raise conversations and see where their mind is, what really matters to them. Children have lots of friends who tell them what they want to hear. They need you to be an authority figure who lets them know where the boundaries of acceptable behavior are. You have to put your kids in a world where they feel a sense of mastery over their own environment. Empower them to make their own decision. Do you have a plan? Remember, parents are the first teachers. Having a plan can make a difference. 3 important elements that should be implemented in your plan are consistency, commitment, and courage. An example of consistency is living in a predictable environment, which is comforting to children. It makes them feel secure. Being committed. Being a parent is tough. Most of us feel like we could do a better job, but resolving to be more patient rarely works. Start by committing yourself. Different examples of ways that you can commit yourself are commit to taking care of yourself and staying centered. Commit to taking care of yourself and staying centered so you can be the happy, patient, encouraging parent your child deserves. Commit to loving the one you're with. The one thing we know for certain about child development is that kids who feel loved and cherished thrive. That's not to say that kids who are loved don't thrive. 3, commitment to staying connected. Separation happens. That's why we have to repeatedly reconnect. Commit to role modeling respect. Want to raise kids who are considerate and respectful? Right through the teen years, take a deep breath and speak to them respectfully. And courage, an example, there's many examples of courage. You can make a list of daring feats you want to do or have done. Climb that tree you've been eyeing for months. Explore without a map. Learn to swim. Learn to ride a bike. There's many ways that you can encourage your child. 3 most common parenting styles. 1, indulgent disciplinary. 2, strict disciplinary. And 3, responsive disciplinary. Parents who are indulgent disciplinarians tend to be extremely lenient in their expectations and boundaries for children. Strict disciplinarians usually are not willing to be flexible or open to their children's views on the rules or limits. Parents who are responsive disciplinarians are more willing to negotiate with their children on some rules, but are comfortable enforcing reasonable limits. Now you try. What kind of disciplinarian are you? Questions to ask yourself. Do you use instructions? You are talking back. Stop talking and listen to me. Negotiations. I'll let you do what you want this time if you promise to. Explanations. I want you to do this because, or the reason why you should do what I ask is. Excuses. It's not really your fault you've got bad friends, or you should be more responsible, but I know it's hard. Negative consequences. Because you didn't do what I asked, you can't watch television tonight. or threats. If you do that one more time, I'm going to, or don't make me yell at you again, or else. More questions to ask yourself. Limits. I know this is hard to accept, but no means no. Judgments. You're such a brat, or stop being so lazy. Positive motivators. Because or the reason why you should do what I ask is. Retaliation. You've bit your sister, now she can hit you. Reaction. I'm fed up, now you're going to get it. Or preparation. Let's practice a few things to help you stay in school when your friends try to peer pressure you to skip class. I know that growing up we've heard some of these examples being used, most likely more than one. What were your top three answers? Below are a list of numbers followed by the type of disciplinarian you are. Use positive teaching. But what is positive teaching? We discipline our children so that they can function cooperatively in today's world. We call it positive teaching because children are more likely to learn when they have been treated with affection and pleasantness versus anger and punishing behavior. Some characteristics that relate to positive teaching are being caring, specific, responsive, concrete, effective, interactive, and informative. Be consistent. Consistency of rules present a united front to your children. Consistency between parents. Many family events require routines, bedtimes, chores, meals, bath time, and school mornings. Divorced or separated parents. Continuity is important to children, especially during and after divorce. Spouses need to communicate with each other about rules and consequences for the children. Children always look for a kink in the armor between the parents. So make sure you agree on the rules. Children learn how to play one parent against the other, so parents should confer and agree on rules. Request and discipline before sharing their decisions with the children. Children love routines, predictable events. For example, a child's bedtime may involve getting into pajamas, brushing teeth, using the toilet, story time, prayers, and bedtime song. Bedtime should be the same time each evening. When routines are consistent, children respond better. When children alternate between two residents after a divorce or separation, the transition is made easier when similar routines are maintained. It's extremely important to divorced parents to agree on a child's bedtime, rules and discipline, nutrition, and family routines. The more consistent in the two homes, the better for the child. No matter how continuous the relationship of the ex-spouses, the focus needs to be on the children to make sure they receive the priority. Remember, always stay calm. Take a deep breath. Relax your muscles. Tell yourself to be calm. Share your feelings. After you are relaxed, tell someone you trust what is bothering you. Try to solve the situation. Searching for help? Common Sense Parenting is a program that consists of 6 weekly 2-hour sessions involving a group of 10 to 12 parents led by certified trainers who work for a detailed trainers from a detailed trainer's manual. The session topics are as follows. Parents are teachers, encouraging good behavior, preventing problems, correcting problem behavior, teaching self-control, and putting it all together. The program listed helps parents communicate effectively, avoid power struggles, control your emotions, balance discipline with affections, praise a child's good behavior, build strong, healthy relationships, correct and change problem behavior, minimize problems that disrupt family life, and raise responsible, caring children. The slides to follow are a synopsis of the program, including the different languages in which the program is available. Here is a brief description of the program and what it consists of. This slide addresses the program's goals. Here you have the essential components of the program. In the next two slides, you have the different sessions it is broken into and what is taught within each session. As we all know, we live in a diverse world, and here are the different languages in which the program is taught, which I found amazing because it goes to show that not just us Americans are the ones that need help with common sense parenting.